As international students, it's not easy moving from your home country to a new country to study. You have a lot of things to worry about, from housing to bills to school fees to feeding and a bunch of other things. Now, I know that money is a very important instrument to make all of these things come together. So in today's video, I will be sharing with you guys some tips that I think you can implement that can help you effectively manage your money and also not be a broke international student in Belgium. Hey guys, welcome back again to my channel. I'm called Flavine and I'm an international student based here in Belgium, and on my channel I like to share immigration tips like the one I'm about to do now. I also like to make lifestyle content whereby I just share with you guys how I'm navigating Belgium as a young girl in her 20s. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing some money saving tips that can help you effectively manage your finances as an international student. Everything that we spend our money on, we need to think and calculate effectively, okay? So the first tip that I want to share with you guys that will help you save money and not always be broke is that you need to avoid fast food and eating out. Yes, I know that I may be guilty a little bit, because once in a while I visit my favorite place in Hasselt called Belgium to have a taste of their fried chicken, but that doesn't happen every time, okay? It happens like once in months. Now what I'm trying to say is that avoid eating out, because whenever you eat out you tend to spend more as compared to if you try to cook at home, cook your own meals. You're actually going to save. Now let's take the fried chicken that I'm talking about. Now I always buy it for like €8. Imagine I'm not cooking in my house, so in the morning I buy fried chicken €8, in the afternoon I buy fried chicken €8, in the evening I buy fried chicken €8. So that's 3 course meals. So calculate €8 3 different times. That's a lot of money that I could actually use and cook a good pot of food that can actually last me for days. And also another tip is that you should try to pack your lunch. When I'm going to school, instead of me just leaving the house and going to school knowing fully well that I'm going to be hungry at one point in time, I tend to like get into my fridge, get some fruits, get some snacks from the house, get water from the house. It helps me save, because if I don't do this on my way to school or wherever I'm going to, I definitely will want to buy snacks on the way. I want to buy water, which always turns out to be super expensive. Even if you're going to work, I remember when I used to work like in the factory, I will pack my lunch, like I will cook in the house and then pack some of it and take it to work, okay? So that during break, instead of me going to buy something all the time, I can just go ahead and eat what I brought from home, okay? So it saves you a lot. In a week I give myself €50. Inside of that €50 there is food that I have to cook, my fruits, everything that you can think of is inside that €50 budget. I've realized that when I don't either take my lunch or plan my meals, I tend to eat out a lot, and then when I check my finances for the month, I tend to see that there are some €1 or €2 that I spend somewhere that was not really necessary. Another super important tip that I want to share with you guys is that as international students, when you're looking for jobs, also look for jobs that comes with perks. And now when I talk about perks, I'm talking about jobs that can give you things like meal vouchers. You can save a lot of money. So for example, this is my meal voucher from my warehouse job. This is one of the reasons why I'm still going to that job up to today, because it's very good. Like if you work like 5 days in a week, you can have meal vouchers of close to like 30 something euros. That is already a lot of money. And then I give myself €50 budget in a week. So if I have 30 something euros here, my normal bank card, I just need to remove like €12 or something, and I'm fine for the week. But imagine I don't have this meal voucher, I will always have to use money from my initial bank card. So when you're looking for jobs and you see jobs that promise you meal vouchers, go for them, because you're actually going to save a lot when you have things like this. Another thing that I want to share is that try as much as possible to get student discounts, okay? Shops that are giving student discounts. If you want to eat out in places that you know have student discounts. All of these little things are going to help you save money. And now when we come to student discounts are in so many areas, okay? It's in the transportation sector, like your bus, your train, your tram. I've made a video about this, talking about transportation discounts, whereby you can go to your insurance and request for a document. The document will help you get a reduction in your overall transportation cost, okay? So for example, you are signed with, let's say, CM as your insurance company. So CM gives you this document, and then you go to your boss company. Instead of you paying 46 euros monthly, you're going to pay 51 euros yearly. That's how much you're going to save. And then for the train, every time you want to go to somewhere, you pay only 50% of the amount. So let's say that I want to go from Hassel to Brussels, and let's say the fare is like 10 euros, okay, but with my discount card, I can actually just pay like 5 euros to go to Brussels. So that's what I'm trying to say, okay? So go for transportation discounts, whether you're in Brussels, you're using the metro, the tram. Make sure that your insurance company gives you something that can actually help you get discounts. And I also learned that schools do that, okay? So your school can also give you a discount. They can get you a copy or something that can enable you get discounts when it comes to transportation. Another one that I want to talk about is the fact that shop from cheap supermarkets and stores. When you get here, like if you want to buy food and all of that, I would highly recommend you go to supermarkets like Colruyt, Aldi, and one of the cheapest one that I discovered now is Eurofood. I will not advise you to go to supermarkets like Spar, Carrefour, Jumbo. They are expensive. Go to supermarkets where you know that you get discounts, their products are relatively cheap, yet they are still good, okay? And then for clothing, you can visit places like Zeeman, Action. Like Action is good, like if you want to get household items like plates, pots, you can go to Action. That's where I got my things actually. And then for clothing, you can go to Zeeman. If you want to like get really chic clothing whereby you can go out, you can go to Primark and Zara and all of those other places, okay? So you can even go to Cranwick, because those are the second-handed shops, okay? So they have really good things for you. So when you want to shop anything, whether it's food, clothing, household items, go for those cheap supermarkets that will still give you quality but for something cheaper. And even online stores like Shein. The next one thing that I want to talk about is setting budgets. My weekly budget for feeding is 50 euros. I don't care what I want to eat. I am sticking into that budget. 50 euros helps me cook a very big pot of food and then get my fruits, get my little snacks, get other things that I want to get that can help me for the week, okay? And I am good and I stick to that budget. So when you come here, it's very, very good for you to put yourself on a budget. It must not be 50 euros. It can be lesser, it can be more, depending on how you eat, okay? Be very, very disciplined, okay? To make sure that you don't go out of it if it's not such an emergency. And also I like to follow the 50-20-30 rules, whereby 50 goes to my bills, 20 is for me to save, and then 30 is for me to take care of myself. Okay, let's say that you get your monthly allowance or monthly income, okay? You take 50% is for you to settle your bills, your housing, everything that you need to settle, and then you take out 20% of that money and save, and then 30% of the money now you can use it for miscellaneous things like taking care of yourself and all of that. So I'm trying to start following the 50-20-30 rule, but then if you cannot follow that rule, just put yourself on a budget and make sure that you stick to that budget. Another thing that I want to talk about is the fact that you should avoid credit card debt, okay? I am a high believer that if you have the money, pay your thing cash and carry it and go, okay? But if you know that you like things like expensive phones and you know that you cannot really buy cash, you can pay bit by bit until you finish it. But then I'm just trying to say that please try and avoid debt. Anything that will warrant you to be paying monthly for it, if it's not something that you really need, please try and avoid it as much as possible, okay? Don't spoil your credit by getting a lot of credit card debt. And if you have any debt, try as much as possible to pay it on time, okay? And the last point that I want to talk about is live within your means. I know that there is a temptation whereby you come abroad, you see how other people are living, you see them going to shop at Zara, they are going to this place to shop, they're entering that store, they are balling on social media, they're looking so fly, they're eating out, they're going to parties, they're traveling. Live within your means, especially African international students. You know where you're coming from, you know your background, you know where you're going to. Live within your means. If there is an outfit that you cannot afford, you cannot afford. Wear what you have. If your friends or your classmates or whosoever it is close to you is going for holidays, they are traveling, and you know that you don't have the money for it, don't do it, okay? Don't pressure yourself to impress people online that don't even really care like that. If you know that eating out is going to be expensive for you, cook your food in the house and eat quietly. If you're not the daughter or the son of Jeff Bezos, you know where you're coming from. Don't live to impress anybody. Do what you can and just be simple, because at the end of the day, when the people that you're trying to even impress online may even have miserable lives more than you, and in a greater percentage of them don't even care like that. Like, people always feel like, I need to do this thing to validate myself so that people will see that I'm a G, I'm a big girl, I'm a this. A lot of those people don't even care. Like, if you go broke, those same people are the ones that are going to laugh at you. So live within your means and do you, boo. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you learned one or two things. So when you get here, I mean, there are a lot of other things that you can actually do to save money, to stay on a budget and never be a broke ass international student, okay? If there's any other thing that you want to, add, feel free to add it here down in the comment section, okay? Let's discuss and let us keep going. Again, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like, comment, share, and all that good stuff. And I'm going to see you in my next one. Bye.